Well, hello guys. Happy Sunday. Yesterday we had a ton of running around to do. We ran up to Amish country, and maybe I'll show you guys a little bit later in this video what I picked up from there. I always like to say that is my favorite place to go grocery shopping. So I went up there and I got a bunch of necessities, and then we actually went to the real grocery store, which is not as fun. And yeah, just a bunch of running around. Um, and it was rainy. And today was rainy all morning. We had two piglets picked up to go to their new home, so I'm done moving piglets. The rest of them are staying here. We got four left, and that's perfect. And I am just out in the garden, and we are going to plant some things. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. There you go. You can see a little bit in between the T-posts. I planted one row of tomatoes. They are doing so good because the weather's kind of cooled down a little bit, so it's not so hot, and it's still nice and warm though, and all the rain that's coming. I have another flat of tomatoes here I want to get out, and we're just going to start stuffing it full of things. I walked along here and I just see the littlest hint of the beans that we planted last week are starting to pop up. The carrots will take some time. The celery, we finally got the pink celery in. It is looking wonderful. The kale that we planted over here last week is looking wonderful. Everything's thriving. The squash that I planted in the porch garden are just taking off. So yeah, everything's looking really good. My goal is to kind of dance in between the raindrops and get this stuff in the garden. I'm also going to grab the stirrup hoe because, you know, with rain comes weeds. So I'm going to try to stay on top of the weeds this year. They always get the best of me, and I feel like I can't have that this year. I'm going to really try to stay on top of it. So you guys are going to have to keep me accountable. But with all that said, less talk, more action. I'm going to start getting some of these tomatoes into the ground. All right, guys. This bed is officially planted. Whew, that was a workout. This part over here, I'm not going to really mess with weeding too much until everything that I started from seed starts to sprout, because I really don't want to interrupt any of the seeds, and it's not out of control yet, so it should be fine. But I got a lot of weeding done over here, and of course you saw me till this before I planted it. So this is great. The Victory Garden is officially planted. Well, the summer version of it, because I will have succession after succession in this bed. So yeah, as it comes up, I will make sure that I walk you guys through and show you how everything's going, but everything looks great. This is that kale I planted the other day. I think this one's red Russian kale. It's just really sprouting up. This was a kale mix, so it should just be like a mix of different ones that are coming up. There'll be blue Scotch, red Russian, Landicino, just all those different varieties. I have 2 rows of that, but I'm waiting on the lettuce to come up. Today I did parsnips, tomatoes, fennel and tomatoes. I did a row of cabbage from starts that I did. My Royal Burgundy bush beans that I love so much. I did 2 rows of peppers, so sweet banana and bell peppers. More tomatoes and more tomatoes. And yeah, that right there is going to be my ride until it starts to pour. So just in enough time. Let me go get my grass mowing beverage. So for as many years as I can remember, I always take the job of mowing the grass. I really love mowing the grass. I put my earbuds in, I turn the music on, and away I go. So it's always been something I really enjoyed doing. This is the new to me lawnmower. I had a Husqvarna before. Didn't love it. The deck was terrible. The tractor itself was great. This Cub Cadet was actually my son's, which before that was actually my brother-in-law's. But Caleb wasn't using this for his business, and he said, since the deck's much better, he goes, how about you use this, and I'll just sell the Husqvarna. And I was like, yes. My grandfather always rode Cub Cadets, and I've always loved Cub Cadets, so I'm happy to be back on one. And also, let's not pretend I'm something I'm not, because everybody that mows grass, in my opinion, usually should have a cold one. I'm no exception. A girly girl I can be, but most of the time I just enjoy playing in the dirt and having a nice cold beer while I'm mowing the grass. But none of those cans. I'm a little bit of a beer snob. I like the really good ones, so I guess that's the girly part of me, huh? All right, guys, I'm gonna go mow the grass. I'm gonna listen to some tunes, and I'll catch up with you guys later.
Hi.
Hi, guys. It's currently raining. We're just waiting for Freya to finish up eating her meal. We're slowly switching them over to a new diet. We are trying to get away from grain as much as possible. So we've switched the goats and the horses over to alfalfa and oatgrass, as well as free choice hay. The horses are getting a supplement, and we're giving the goats a goat balancer. Is it called? I put it away. It's a goat balancer. I'll also add some black oil sunflower seeds in with theirs. I just have to get them. It's taking them a little while to eat. I did wet it for the goats, so they're kind of like
Piggy.
Getting used to the new texture. So we're just waiting for Miss Freya. I think this will be a better feeding program for them. I don't like to eat a bunch of like grains like soy and corn and stuff like that, especially because they're heavily GMO'd and they're always sprayed. So when you're buying the sweet feeds and stuff at the box stores, that's where those grains are coming from. If I don't want to eat them, I don't want my animals to eat them either. So I'm trying to get away from that. Now I'm quite sure that this alfalfa was also sprayed, but we're trying to do the best we can here, with what we've got. This summer, I'm hoping that I can find somebody that's growing alfalfa that doesn't spray it, and I'll buy some bales. It'll be more cost effective that way. I'll be supporting a local farmer that way. And then, I know I have a product that...
It's very rainy.
Yeah, I hope it's not too loud on the microphone here. We're probably going to end this video for today. Got a lot done. The big garden's planted. Got some weeding done in the potager bed. Mowed the grass and did barn work. So we're gonna sign off so that the rain doesn't get too loud. So I hope you guys had a great day, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye!